I thought I'd do a little video of me drawing on the Supernote. It's an e-ink tablet that I got sent to me by the company Supernote about a year and a half ago, and I love it. I love drawing on it, and if you like doing pen and ink art, and you find that drawing on an iPad just feels really weird or wrong, or drawing on any kind of glass surface, using some kind of piece of tech to do digital art, this is the closest I've found something that feels like drawing on paper. So I'm just going to draw on it. I'm not really going to explain everything about the Supernote and how it works and what it can do. Essentially this is a tool for people to take notes in meetings and just plan out their life, their calendar. You can get your email on here. You can go on the web on this thing. It's got a lot of really cool features, but I really just use it to doodle on, so I don't touch any of that other stuff. Like there's something here like I could handwrite a long paragraph and then touch a button and it would turn it into text right away, which is great. But it's not what I use it for, so I can't really talk about that. I don't know. But these are really cool if you like drawing and you hate the feeling of drawing digitally. This is a great kind of in between. I used it quite a bit when I was doing my children's book, just to sketch out ideas on this thing. I love that. I love it for that. I also draw little comics on here sometimes, and it's like drawing on a piece of paper, but being able to undo and work in layers and stuff. But it's really limited in what it can do. And so I'm not lost with possibilities like I might be with an iPad. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just going to draw on it. I don't know what I'm drawing today. And I don't know if I'll speed up this video or if I'll leave it go. We'll see. All right, thanks. Supernote. Here, I'll write Supernote on here. I guess I can show you a little bit of what it looks like before I get drawing. This is this little fake leather folio that I got for it, covered in stickers. And this is my Supernote click pen. Never needs to charge. They just work with magic magnets or something. I don't know. It's got a ceramic nib, and it's got a Feel Right film on here that feels like paper. All right. just treating this like a sketchbook, like I normally would, doodling all over the place. I colored this in with the marker thing. Really, I could have done another layer though. So let's go back, undo what I did. And let's do another layer. Add a layer. Move it below. And we'll work on this one. And I'll get. Let me change the thickness here. No. You'll see that it looks like it's covering everything up when you're working on this other layer until the e-ink refreshes. You lose the detail of the first layer. Annoying, maybe. I'm certainly used to it on this thing, but that probably would drive some people crazy. I don't know if it does that on, they have an art app, Atelier, that I don't use because I like the simplicity of their original design app. And I can just hit this swipe button down up anytime and then it'll refresh it. Refresh. Whoops. Refresh. Yeah. I don't know. For me, this is like a janky, simple, lovable rascal of a drawing tool. Go back to my other layer. Back to this tool here. I was doing like a bug comic on this thing. Yeah, I was doing this. Oh my god, I don't like that one either. See, the things I can't do with pen and paper, an undo button. And in many ways, I like the fact that I make mistakes when I'm drawing, but sometimes you do wish you had the digital undo button, and this is one way that I can get that without having too many other possibilities, where I just go, like with the iPad, there's so much you can do, there's so many effects that I just lose myself in it and I just can't make a decision. Whereas here, the only real benefit I'm getting is some layers and an undo button, which still might be too much for me, but who cares? Yeah, anyway, I was doing this like bug comic with these, my little bug fly characters. There is lasso tools, and you can move stuff around if you want to. So I can move his arm, you know, make it bigger, make it smaller. It's got all that kind of stuff. Let's go back to drawing. Can I zoom? No. I think in the art app Atelier, you can zoom just by doing this. I like that you can't. I like that it's like a piece of paper in many ways, but if you turn on the art app on the Supernote, you can. The art app just has so many different choices here that I wish it had these choices and the other ones that they put on here, but they got rid of all of these ones and replaced them with different, more artistic ones that I actually don't like, because I really love this pen here and I really love the other two tools as well. And for whatever reason, they didn't have a really good thick marker over there. So for me, no. That's actually a really bad drawing of that character. Let's see if I can do another one up here. I always laugh that I always do the same poses for hands. They're saying something and they're holding up a finger, the thumb goes across. You see in so many of my drawings this hand doing this, or hand on hip is also everywhere in my drawings. It's so stupid. It's just because I don't know, I learned how to do those one day and I really liked them in the one drawing I did it in, and now I put it everywhere. So, hey. Anyway, it's useful because a lot of my dumb characters are declaring dumb things. All right, I'll go under another layer here. Color this guy in. Use a darker one. Yeah, I don't know. Would this really bother a lot? I guess it would. It certainly bothered me when I first got it that it seems like you're coloring over the layer above until it does the refresh. That might drive some people crazy because I don't have to swipe aside for it to do the refresh. It'll do it eventually after a couple seconds. There, just did it there. But you know, would definitely be a weird thing if you weren't expecting it. I like this though. It's like just coloring. There's no fill tool. Do I wish there was one? I don't know. No, I guess. I don't use a fill tool when I was drawing or trying to draw on the iPad. I found it made all my art look stupid. And it always turned out better if I colored it myself. Gave it more of that handmade quality. Yeah. So just that little, I mean, you can get a lot out of these couple of shades. You know, it's really simple, but with my drawing style and these simple tools, I feel like it all came together to be a really neat way to work. I love this thing. They came out with a new version called, what's it called? Nomad, I think. So far they have like a much smaller one. This one's big. This is the A5 size, so it's the size of like an A5 piece of paper, I guess. They also have an A6, and in the new version, all they have is the A6 so far. But I like this size, so I would never get that little one, I don't think. And I don't know if I would even want to bother upgrading to the newest system. I think it's faster, but I don't care. I don't care about that at all. This was free too, hey. Oh yeah, and the chart. So like when I charge this thing up, it probably doesn't need to be charged again for about 2 weeks or so. That keeps its charge forever because it's not a power hog. There's no light. There's no backing light. Like if I'm drawing in the dark, it's like drawing in the dark on a piece of paper. There's no backing light on this thing. I think on a Remarkable, I think they have a backing light. I think if you've heard of the Remarkable, that's like the other kind. There's Supernote, Remarkable, and another one or another bunch of them, I guess, but this is the one that I think most people agree is pretty much the best drawing experience, but I don't know. Probably wrong about that too. What should I draw? Let's get rid of those. All right. Maybe a little comic. Chicken snake. What is this chicken snake character? I don't know. Why did I do this? I don't know. Oop. Yeah, doing a chicken snake comic. Let's stop talking about Supernote and start talking about chicken snake. This is usually how I start one. I draw a character, think of where he's looking. So I noticed he was looking like at something short here. So I drew a short character. I have no idea what's going on. Whatever. Now I draw the next panel, and I hope a story forms at some point. A close-up on chicken snake. Up on this bird guy. Oops, you can't see what I'm doing. So what's the joke here? Or what's going on? Bird's telling him something. Doesn't like what he's hearing. He's explaining it. Maybe it's rude. Yeah. Hands on hips. All right, I don't think I know what the story would be here. Maybe you do. Since it's a YouTube video, how about this? You write the story in the comments, and I'll pick one and post it with your design or your story. I'll write it all in. All right, so one, two, three. Maybe he's talking. I think we need him to be talking, don't we? As fun of a drawing as this is. Okay. Now he's sad. So, what is going on in this crazy cartoon? Let's color it a little bit too. So again, I made another layer. Whoa, what am I? Whoops. Wrong tool. And the beauty of my cruddy art style is if something is colored poorly, why, it almost makes it better, doesn't it? No? Well, I think so. Went outside the lines a little more than I'd like to there. Let's refresh. Who cares? It's fine. And this duck, I won't color it all, but I'll give him a shadow. And I guess I'll draw the boxes. I think there's a straight line tool somewhere. All right, never mind. No straight lines. I'll have to remember that this was drawn on the under layer, I guess, too. Which I probably should have put it on that first layer. There you go. 3 panels. Can you tell me in the comments what the joke is here? Because I don't know. But that's it. That's the Supernote. If you think an e-ink tablet is in your future, I would say consider buying one of these either on the used market, which there's a big one on Reddit for Supernote. That's the other cool thing about Supernote is if you go on Reddit and you go onto the Supernote subreddit, the developers are super active there, and you can ask for things to be on here, and they'll say sure, and then in the next update, something you asked for could be on here, which is crazy, but they're very. This thing is always updating. It's greatly changed since I first got it. It's a lot faster, smoother. It's a better experience, and it's all because people are just very active on the Reddit, and the makers of it are there every day being like, yeah, we'll look into that. And they actually do. It's crazy. I can't remember what I asked for. What was it? I asked for something. I think it was something about the ink latency, or I don't remember what it was, but within like 2 weeks there was an update, and my update was on there. All right, 3 panels. It's chicken snake. And that's the Supernote. Thanks for checking it out. That's it. Bye.